Never mind. He's pushing your lefts in. Pushing. Running. He's on a revive.
I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. Hey, hey. Well, I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need.
That suck is hitting.
Hey, hey. Said I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. And if I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me? Bad times are coming and I'm
Beautiful. Holy shit.
Hey, hey. Well, let me
Careful,
tell
Zen.
you something. All that glitters ain't gold.
Roll off to you now.
It's been a long old troublesome road, and I'm looking for somebody
shit.
who can help me carry this
Massacred
load.
them.
I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. Well, I need
Oh, you got me.
dollar, dollar, that's what I need.
Nice. One more.
Well, I don't know.
Oh my god.
Walking on solid ground.
Zen, how is it that you manage to get people to play like absolute idiots when you have your Bastion out?
Boys, I think I've ascended to my final form. I finally got a bottom dollar to pair with my beloved Bastion. It's not a great bottom dollar, it's good, but it's not perfect. But it's just an all-around awesome gun. The perk that's really making this bottom dollar good for me, and why I really especially like it in Trials of Osiris, is Eye of the Storm. Your weapon just gets more accurate, and you just get a crazy handling buff, and you just can't miss a shot. So in those sweaty, 1v1, 120 RPM hand cannon duels, you're usually going to come out on top because you're going to hit that crit when you're both one shot, because you're pretty much already procced Eye of the Storm the first time off the first headshot they get on you, and then they headshot you one more time, it procs again for the second time. So you're literally at an advantage. I'd say 60% of your gunfight. So don't write it off. I know people are in love with Rampage and the two tapping and stuff like that, but I mean, I play Warlock, so I can throw down an Empowering Rift and have two taps pretty much all the time. So it's nice to be able to invest into a more utility perk that's going to help me out, like Eye of the Storm. 4 times as charm. This is the biggest disappointment of the role. It's really bad for PvP. So yeah, that's why this role isn't great. If I had like Rapid Hit or Killing Wind or Quick Draw, Rampage, Surplus, perks like that, oh my god, this would be the role for me, because I've accurized or steady rounds. So accurized for long range maps like Trials last weekend with Altar of Flame. But let's say if it was Exodus Blue or Javelin 4, I'd be switching to steady rounds, because look, I have more stability than range. Why am I so hyped for this gun? Well, because for the last season, after the Summoner got nerfed, after the 600 RPMs were just out of this world good, I couldn't use Bastion last season. There was no good energy primary for mouse and keyboard. I mean, you could use a Jack Queen King, but when the 120s became into dominance, my Jack Queen King, it just couldn't compete. When it was a 150, it could, and I did use it occasionally with Bastion, but there was no 120 RPM hand cannon in the energy slot, so I was shit out of luck. I didn't use Bastion. It's a gun that I really had in my rotation for the first 2 seasons of Trials, just because Bastion is so good at getting you kills when you need to get those kills. It's a guaranteed kill within its range. You can't mess it up. It shuts down almost all of the light-based supers besides shutdown supers, and it does a pretty good job against Behemoth. I mean, you gotta hit most of your volleys with Bastion and then get a melee, but it can be done. So Bastion's just a great all-around gun. That's why bottom dollar in this gun is just a match made in heaven, and I'm just so happy I finally have this combo. This is probably like top 2 or 3 weekends I've had in Trials ever. Population was obviously higher, so the games were a little bit easier, but like the bottom dollar, see, I put a good amount of kills there. I think I put 133. It came out last week, so there it is. And then Bastion 142. So, and you can see, I'd say for the first few days I used Glacial and True Prophecy, and that was great. But I mean, I was running stacked because I was trying to get my my Gilded Flawless done. Trials weekend, I started to do carries and Trials help, and that's when I just started relying on Bastion and the bottom dollar. And man, I helped out so many people in Trials this weekend. I'd say at least 4 or 5 people, and yeah, I mean, if I'm doing Trials Help, this is it for me. You know, this is my sweat loadout. And if you're a Fusion main, I seriously, you gotta get an Energy 120 hand cannon and use Bastion, because Bastion is just hands down the best Fusion rifle in the game. Have a good rest of the week, and hopefully, you know, let me know how your bottom dollar is doing for you. If it's going well with Bastion for yourselves, yeah, just let me know. I'll catch you guys later at the next video.